Some nice fresh red onion. Pepper jack cheese. I know it's probably from Cisco, but it was pretty good.
Everyone I know. Obviously have some kind of effect on. Welcome to Everyone I Know, the podcast where we argue about the mundane and talk about our lunch orders.
Black bean burgers, bro, for the win.
We're here again in Troy, New York, baby. The triumphant return, the first record of the new year. Haven't podcasted in a whole year, folks. Got him.
You haven't podcasted since last year.
No, we haven't podcasted in a year. Get it? Because this is the first one of 2019.
That would be 365 days. Time is relative, folks.
It's a flat circle, and I'm here with my producer, Brendan.
Hello.
And my brother, Chris.
What's up, folks? Thanks for listening. If you're listening, don't know who I'd be thanking if you weren't listening. But regardless of that, this episode, Everyone I Know, is brought to you by Audible.com. If you want a free audiobook and a 30-day trial to Audible.com, you can go to audibletrial.com/EIK. They paid us once. Maybe they'll pay us again.
We got Taco Bell. We promised we get chicken wings, but we got Taco Bell. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. We got some money. We got some money in the slush fund now, though. Why is that, Andy?
Well, that's all due to our fucking lovely patrons.
Thank you guys. And girls.
Fucking you
I
idiots.
think it's all
idiots.
It's all,
We've tricked
it's all
you.
dudes.
We've tricked you,
It's
you
all
idiots. Give us all your money.
Seriously, though.
It is great.
We do appreciate it.
One thing that I will say about Patreon that's great, that's not great about sponsors, is that our podcast has nothing to do with security systems
or audiobooks
or baldness pills or any of that bullshit. So if you don't want us to sell to you, which we don't want to do.
We really don't want to have to do that. But we want to get some cool new equipment. We want to do some cool stuff that's going to take a little bit of capital. If you want to give us some money, you can go to patreon.com/everyone I know. That money goes directly to us.
Yeah. And you also can, we have little rewards. We got little Panguses coming out. Ooh, secret coming up very soon is Pangus candles, baby.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Tell me what your flavor is. We've got an amazing...
What do you think of? What does a Pangus candle smell like?
I haven't decided yet. We can get into that.
Patchouli, probably?
Patchouli? Pangus is an otherworldly being, so I don't know what his actual smell is. Maybe I have to travel to the ends of the earth. Maybe that's the more difficult test, not casting the mold or anything like that. We got a big boy guest with us this week. We have a good friend all the way from New York, baby.
We got to stop getting people from New York.
We have to stop getting people from New York. New York City. Well, that's literally what happened. We got the Skype, and now we just get all our friends who live in New York City.
Pretty much.
Jason is here. What's up, Jason?
Hey guys, this is pretty exciting. This validates my friendship with you guys now. Now I'm officially your friend.
Yeah, we officially know you now.
The hours.
Yeah, now that you've done free work for us, you're our friend.
Now I could be a guest. Exactly.
Yeah, welcome. Now I know you.
Yeah, after the show that we're done, now that I
I
got on here, so whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, that's normally how it goes. We stop talking to people after they come on the podcast.
We get what we want from them.
So I want to get on the show again.
I want an hour.
Then I'll put in some more pre-work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want an hour-long performance out of you, and if it's good, you'll come back.
Yeah, and that's the next time we'll talk to you.
Yeah. All right.
Moving on, we're going to do the Old Man Minute.
For those of you who aren't new to the cast.
That are new to the cast.
Damn it, I can't take your role. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you're new to the cast, every week our father listens to our podcast, and he sends us back a little recap with his color commentary, if you will, on our previous episode. If you didn't listen to last week's episode, I guess I should suggest that you listen to it. I think it was a little.
It was
off the
a
wall.
sleepy episode because we didn't sleep beforehand. Who knew that sleeping and podcasting were good together?
Yep. So this is his reaction to that. And because I can't read, apparently, Brendan is going to read it.
It's not apparently. Don't act indignant about it. It's a
will
fact.
be indignant
it's a
every
fact.
single fucking time.
Happy New Year, EIK fellas. Well, after listening to episode 76, I do believe you four created a new felony, PWI, or podcasting while intoxicated. You really need Brendan to rein your asses in. I agree.
Whatever.
And now what are we up to? 4 or 5 unread Old Man Minutes? Are
Yeah,
you
he's-
looking
he's-
for a union to get a foothold in your enterprise?
He's
Oh, well.
real salty about it.
Topic 111. A visit from Alexa and Google. Obviously, you guys were too under the weather to invite Alexa Jones on the podcast. And how did Vader get a cameo appearance on the podcast? Topic 2.
Just a quick note on our mother's cameo on the podcast. Mom walks in, Chris goes, "Mom, we're doing a podcast," and then she starts yelling and doing stuff. And Chris goes, "That was not an invitation to enter the thing," and indeed it was.
Old people that like Disney movies too much, I guess. Giant sperm? With all the jerking off that boys do, the highly trained technicians from Roto-Rooter would have to be equipped with harpoons. Topic 3. Who's the most fuckable Pokemon? Woof. Love, old man. P.S. Kevin Spacey's planning a career comeback. Maybe you could get him on the podcast. Insert inappropriate comment. Chris won't let me read.
Very nice. Now, was that edited, or did he actually say that?
No, it was edited.
Sweet.
It was in poor taste.
Yeah, I
given the recent bizarre antics of that actor.
And YouTube star Kevin Spacey.
It's insane, dude.
Political correctness is ruining the old man minute.
It always has.
Without further ado, we're moving on now to topic number 1. All right, topic 111. That's me today, boys. So I actually tailored this topic around Jason because there's a lot of things I want to know about New York City. How long have you lived there, Jason? Just to let the audience know.
Since 2010, so that's like 9 years now.
9
shit, man,
years.
that's a long time.
9 years in the Big
Long
Apple.
time. Getting to that golden 10, almost.
Do you get a key to the city after 10 years?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, actually, they send back Giuliani. He gives them all out. You'd think it would be the current mayor, but they just, something about Giuliani.
His fucked up bottom teeth.
His bottom row of teeth are I believe that they're a key to a sarcophagus, which is why they haven't replaced them yet.
That is the key. That's the key to the city. He bites your
That's
arm.
the key to city. Yep. Chris is
He
right.
bites your arm and turns you into the amazing Giuliani man.
His
Which
bottom teeth look like an old graveyard.
yeah, they do.
Weird.
Well, actually, speaking of getting bitten and turned into something, I want to talk to you, Jason, about a local celebrity around your parts. I just want to know this Spider-Man. You for him or are you against him?
Oh, I mean, he's our friendly neighborhood hero. Although I will say he's Queens, so I live in Brooklyn, so from a friendly neighborhood rivalry, he's not my hero.
Miles Morales is from Brooklyn, so that's cool.
Who is this?
The new Spider-Man.
Technically, actually,
Wait.
Captain America is from Brooklyn.
Yep.
So I guess he would have to be the hometown hero.
How do you guys know who these are super? They wear masks, so you don't know who. What the fuck is this shit?
They write comic books.
The Spider-Man writes with his sticky fingers. He writes the comic book.
That's a big part of Enter the Spider-Verse, by the way.
That he has sticky fingers.
Very sticky fingers.
All right. Well, I have an opinion on this, and I think that Spider-Man is a goddamn menace.
Jesus Christ.
All right? I've been listening to this newscaster. He goes by the name of J. Jonah Jameson. And he's giving a lot of good points. He's destroying all these spider defenders.
What's great about that is how they so this Andy's referring, of course,
to the Spider-Man who lives in New York City.
So Jameson, whatever the fuck his name is, he hasn't always been this Alex Jones
No,
character.
he used to work for the Daily Bugle for a while. He was a respected journalist, but then the liberal media got too intense, and they took his voice. They put him in free speech jail. And then now he has a radio show called schmimfoslores.com. Okay, so
So I want to be clear, Andy. Your feeling here is that he is the alt media that's standing up to the mainstream media that's pro Spider-Man.
yes.
That's the stance you're taking.
That I'm pretty sure that. Listen, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos as J. Jonas Jameson destroys Cuck about Spider Cuck, and I'm almost certain that he's got the right idea, and he's offered me some points, and I would like to present them to you because I don't think that you guys being for this Spider-Man is a bad
never
thing.
said I was for.
Or I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Okay.
to assume. What's your stance on the Spider-Man?
I believe that he does work outside the law,
Okay,
and he needs to be put on a payroll.
interesting.
And
So you want to sponsor
I think
this
he's
felon?
Now, is this a private or a public kind of payroll?
it'd be
who's
private.
sponsoring him? Are we talking like a Blackwater type situation? He goes in there,
Yeah, you
takes
just
out the bad guys,
yeah,
gets paid on the side.
like the prison system kind of.
Oh yeah, like making money off of human suffering. Very profitable. Very profitable. All right, so we got a gray, which is Chris.
Yep.
We got a white, which is Jason, and me, who's fully against this damn Spider-Man. He's a fucking menace, okay?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. He's kind of the definition of SJW, right? He's actually fighting for social justice.
Exactly,
You know?
and it's bullshit.
So, obviously, the alt media would have to take him down.
Exactly. So the first thing I have to say about this Spider-Man is that he's a bad influence on kids. Everywhere I go, I see kids. They got the Spider-Man on their back. They got the Spider-Man on their backpack. Who's getting all these where's this merchandising dollars go for? And how come it's not everyone I know? Podcast.com. Right? If you subscribe, man.
It's going to Stan Lee mainly.
Stan Lee's in the
Now,
fucking
what
ground.
if he did advertise for you? Would you be pro Spider-Man?
Oh yeah,
then?
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we do anything for our sponsors.
Yeah, we're fucking chills.
I mean, if you wanted to get on patreon.com/everyone I know, you could give us $1 a month and I send them a Pengus in the mail.
Wait, they become Spider-Mans now.
They're just Spider-Mans. They're Pengo-mans.
Tango man.
I mean, okay, so I just feel like it's dangerously close to hitting one of these youth trends. Like we had the Tide Pod Challenge for a while.
Yep.
We had the Jewel Pods.
Yep.
What's next? Web Pods? Everybody's they're shooting their webs all over the place. You got 4-year-olds swinging from the roofs.
disgusting, really.
They think they're all Spider-Man.
That's why I'm saying he needs to be on a payroll. He needs to be policed. He needs to be portraying himself in a correct way.
You're saying regulate it and tax it?
Regulate and tax
Basically,
it.
you're just saying the Sokovia Accords, right? Which I think is the current state in the universe anyway, in that universe.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that he really connects with New York City at large. You know, he's got all this merchandising dollars come in. People are using his visage on everything. He's getting these dollars. I mean, there's no way that he lives in like a studio in Chinatown, let's say.
Yeah. No, he puts on that air. That's
Yeah.
how he sells all this shit.
Oh no, yeah, he's like Lena Dunham, you know? He's like the Lena Dunham of spider heroes.
Spider-Man to fucking Lena Dunham.
He's running around saying, "Oh, I'm poor," but it's like, you know, her dad's got money.
He doesn't have a dad.
I'm sorry. Do you know this man personally? Because if so, the police would probably like to talk to
His
you.
parents are dead. His uncle died. Didn't you watch any of the 6 million reboots they made of the origin story?
Of Spider-Man, the local menace in New York City.
Oh, he's real to you.
I'm sorry. All right, you can talk to the fucking all my thug friends down in the city, all the henchmen union. They got broken backs because this motherfucker kicked him off a goddamn rooftop.
That is one of the most gratifying things, though. When
in the video game that they made about this Jamoke.
because you don't always like go for the propelling him off of the roof, but when it happens.
Oh yeah, I
And
know.
you know that motherfucker's
listen,
not getting back
I'm
up.
not immune to this Spider Mania. I bought the Spider game. Okay, I've been playing this the Marvel's Amazing the Spider-Man, and you know, like I kick people off buildings a lot. There's no blocking that. When you hit the ground, you're not unconscious. You're dead.
Yep.
So you contributed to Spider-Man's trust fund.
Well, that
then,
would-
if you bought his
Well,
game,
I
right?
think Andy was
got-
doing more research, right?
It was part research, part I got pilled. You know, I got
Got pilled.
I got reverse spider pilled. I don't know what the color of reverse Spider-Man is.
Well, it would be
Green for the Green
Yeah,
Goblin, his
yeah.
best friend. Let's
no.
fucking.
That's it's his best friend's father's the Green Goblin, and his best friend becomes the Hobgoblin.
I'm sorry. Once again, I have to is there a Twitter page I should be following about this fucking, like, everybody's like, oh, I love Spider-Man. Oh, his best friend is Patrick from SpongeBob. I don't know. Yeah, like he's fucking, you guys know all these, it's all made up bullshit.
Still, you didn't come in well researched on this topic. You were just like, all right, he's in New York City. He's
There's
Spider-Man.
a lot of stuff
I don't
on his.
like him.
There's
I've
a
been
lot of stuff
listening
on
to
his
J.
on his
Jonah
paper.
Jameson radio.
What does J. Jonah blah, blah, what does he have to say about the Spider-Man?
Well, he's you know, it's actually funny. He did a full investigative piece on Spider-Man. This is why I thought I knew what I was talking about here. It's strange. I heard one guy talk about something, and now I feel like I might be an authority on it. I don't know. This is social commentary. I don't know what that is, but he did an investigative piece about this Spider-Man, and he said he's got a list of known associates of Spider-Man. So maybe this is where some of this, you know, stuff that you guys were saying, it comes in. So there's this kid, Peter Parker. All right.
Okay.
He is a photographer for the Daily Bugle. Okay. He's always taking pictures of Spider-Man. Oh, I stopped a train. You know, it was going to kill this orphan or whatever, you know, create another Spider-Man or something. And but they don't show the people, you know, getting delayed to go to work. The L train doesn't work anymore, or does work. I don't know what's going on down there in the city, Jason. What train's not working these days?
They all kind of work. They're just all delayed all the time. You can't rely on them if you need them. But
Just like a goddamn Spider-Man.
My buddy Cuomo's. That's his issue. Vote him out.
Okay, so you got this Peter Parker. He's taking pictures of it. He's not showing the subway delays. He's showing Spider-Man picking up, you know, somebody's fucking jewel pod off the track. Oh, it hit the third rail. It's become sentient. Now it's attacking.
That has never happened.
Is that how Ultron was created?
I'm pretty sure. That's what my sources say. Yes.
What flavor of jewel pod was it though?
Mango. So they made it illegal. Then there's this Dr. Otto Octavius from Schenectady, New York.
Yeah, he is from upstate.
Right in our backyard, this guy. But he's connected to Peter. Peter Parker is the key to this whole Spider-Man business, okay? He is the propaganda arm of Spider-Man. He's this PR guy, okay? So Otto Octavius, you may know him by his...
So he's the mainstream media.
Spider-Man, yeah.
In this situation.
Peter Parker for Spider-Man, right?
Right.
So you got Otto Octavius, right? Also known as Doc Ock. Oh, yeah. Real cute. He's an octopus, whatever. He's got these fucking, you know, he should be giving those arms to veterans, you know? But instead he's pulling bridges apart or whatever he's doing with them. It's robbing banks, 4 different banks at the same time.
He's standing in the middle of the street. One tentacle.
He's got one hand in Chase, one hand in M&T, one hand getting all this prescriptions from the Dwayne Reed. All right, what I'm trying to get across here is you got this Doc Ock guy. He was Peter Parker's research advisor, okay, for grad school, I guess. I don't know this kid, but he's also a fucking supervillain. So you got Peter Parker, you got his boss Doc Ock, supervillain. Peter Parker, photographer for Spider-Man. Then you got this Norman Osborn, okay, CEO of Oscorp, okay, and then he. First of all, funded Otto Octavius's research to make the octopus arms because that's
the Japanese tentacle thing.
Yeah, they're doing tentacle porn now with these goddamn
it's
things.
disgusting.
You know, it's disgusting. And then you got Osborn. He's got a son, Harry Osborn. Okay, both of them supervillains. Is that a fucking coincidence? And guess whose best friend Harry is? Peter Parker. So you got a connection. You got the research, which is giving Spidey all his little goo gadgets, okay? Zipping all around the city like a little ferryman, like a fairy of olden tales, okay? And then you got Harry. You know, he's out there and he's on his magic hoverboard shooting bombs at the World Trade Center. I don't know. Is that what happened?
There's no World Trade Center anymore.
I mean, that's what really happened.
That's what J. Jonah Jameson said.
I saw the documentary.
It was pretty low key. It only came out on YouTube.
Yeah, it was called Loose Change. So I just find it, and then I just find it convenient that you've got research, you've got photography, you got the Daily Bugle every day saying, "Oh, Spider-Man, he saved the city." Oh, but then you know what they don't show? They don't show all the damage that Spider-Man does to the city, right? It's bullshit. You know, every time some masked fuck comes out, he decides to have a wrestling match with him in the middle of Times Square. And how am I going to get to the Hershey store?
I think that Spider-Man does more good than bad, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So you okay? Give me something good that he's ever done.
He knows branding. That's for fucking sure.
Oh, so he's good at branding. Therefore, he's a good guy.
He's good at what he does.
Steve Jobs, good guy.
He's good at what he does.
Was
Score
1 for me.
Surviving cancer was not that thing.
Yeah, that was definitely not the thing.
You know another thing that Spider-Man once did? He stole from an elderly veteran. The most noble people in America.
Who'd he steal from, Andy?
Captain America. The one and only. He stole from Captain America, which is just like stealing from regular America. Okay, he stole his fucking shield. Do you know how much fucking government research went into that thing? And he's zipping around spider, get all his spider gunk on it. That's another thing I had enough of. These webs all over the place. Jason, you can attest to this. Every time we go down to see a fucking show, I'm stepping in webs.
It's true. There's webs everywhere, all the time.
Bullshit. It's worse than gum on your shoes. And then you walk in and someone's laughing at you. You're like, oh, you got Spider-Man. It's like, was this a new viral challenge? Spider-Man and people?
That is a new viral challenge. Did you know about that? It's all over the YouTubes. Jameson, the guy, talking about it in his recent show.
Yeah, you just jump off a fucking building.
Yeah, you jump off a building and you try to use your proprietary spider pods. And guess what? There goes Timmy. He's dead. Oh, yeah, put up a ribbon for Timmy because he's dead. Thanks, Spider-Man. If that is your real name.
Oh, God.
You know, another thing, he's leaving all these backpacks all over the place. This is like, I played in this game, Spider game,
Yeah.
and he's leaving backpacks. I collected them all. I got a suit for it.
Yeah, me too. It was
It's
pretty
great.
cool.
It's cool. It's cool. It's just like the movie.
Yeah, it's exactly like the movie.
Homecoming, I guess it's called these days. But
Isn't that a good thing though? He's donating all these backpacks.
No, he collects them himself,
People
though.
need backpacks.
this is why you got to get the Spider game, or at least watch it on YouTube after you finish a couple J. Joe and Jameson videos. Get the dumb out of your head, okay? You see, he hides these backpacks all over the city so he can they're like dead drops for drugs. You know, they got little gadgets and toys in them and stuff. But he's leaving them all over the place. There's fucking trash everywhere. You know, in the city where we need more trash. And it's like he puts them in places only Spider-Man can get to. It's like, oh yeah, the fucking DGS guys want to climb up on the Chrysler building and scrape a fucking backpack off there. Thanks, buddy. Send it back to Jansport.
He sent it back to Jansport.
Jansport, the backpack company.
Yeah, no, just making sure.
Guys are acting like I'm being crazy here. Okay, give me one thing that Spider-Man's ever done. Ever.
He beat the Green Goblin, right?
Yeah, but he's best friends with him. Kissing him, probably, I bet.
Well, he took down Fisk. Fisk, the big boy.
Oh, Fisk, who lives in Fisk Tower, a giant dick-shaped monolith in New York City that was brought down for corruption because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
And he should run for office. That's what I say. Make him president.
There's no
No connections to be drawn there. I just said it. No big deal.
Nothing at all.
You just think
Did
about
he
how-
pay you to say that though? 'Cause,
Fisk?
man, he might have. He's
I
got
mean-
all that branding money now.
Okay, listen. This is what I have to say about Fisk.
Okay.
Sure he does some bad things. Okay?
Says some off-color things once in a
Said
while.
some off-color things. Probably sexually assaulted somebody. His ex-wife wrote a book about it. Weird. You know, he probably, definitely 100%, did a lot of bad dealings in New York. Involved with the mob, and not in a cool way, like in a dumb way. Was involved in the mob, not like, hey, good fellas, but like, oh yes, please, give me concrete or whatever they do down there. But you know what? He says what's on his mind.
Yeah.
You know,
He's got a shitty haircut,
this
so
Wilson Fisk. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a self-made man. He's a good businessman.
Yeah,
Well,
he was self-made after a $1 million loan from his father, and it's like, whose dad doesn't have $1 million to just throw around, And it's like,
right.
there's silver spoon in his mouth, This Fisk guy, self-made man. Take him down. Tell you what happens. Demons. That's what happens in the game. The demons
true.
come out. Oh,
the demons do come out. Yeah, I like that.
every jamoke in the city is like, oh well, now that Fisk isn't here, I better go punch Spider-Man. And you know what happens? They get their fucking backs broken. Okay, and that's a drain on our social security. It's a drain on our fucking medical system. Okay, unnecessary teeth punches, unnecessary building executions for the Department of General Service to pick up. I'm just saying he's a waste.
Yep.
Absolutely. They're already overworked picking up all the webs. They just don't have time for that.
Oh, the webs, the broken roads, the down power lines, the
People
not
jumping off buildings,
Yeah.
to imitate Spider-Man. They're busy.
the body bags.
I mean,
The body bags.
Not to mention, this Spider-Man is a total fuckboy. This Spidey steal your girl. It's bullshit. He comes down. Last time we were down in the city, we were seeing a show. Olivia goes off to the bathroom. She comes back. She's like, I kiss Spider-Man. I said, where the fuck does Spider-Man come from? We're at a concert. She says, zip down from the ceiling. The Spider-Man comes down and kisses my girlfriend. Now she's a spider girl now. She's radioactive. It's crazy. Now I got it too. I got the spider flu in my mouth from the spider
What
kiss.
happens when you get the spider flu? What are the side effects of the spider flu?
Well, it's pretty simple.
You got a spider dick.
You get 8 dicks, just like a spider. And they all fall off eventually. Very painful. Still have the scars to show it. I got it's like a, like how dogs have nipples on their
Yeah,
chest?
it's just a row of dicks.
It's a row of dicks. Yeah, not fun. It sounds great, not fun. Not fun when they start falling off. I'll tell you that much.
Do they grow back when they fall off, or do you just start with 8 and they just slowly you're losing them over time?
Yeah, it's kind of like they don't get enough blood flow. I suppose if you were to, get them well supplied with blood, you get infusions with
if
blood.
you're some
you could,
sex maniac,
If you're
like
coming
Spider-Man.
out of, exactly, or some kind of sex maniac swinging around the city, you might have time to steal blood from hospitals to fill your spider dicks with, this guy.
How did we get the spider dicks?
Because I got the spider. You remember the spider dicks that I had? It was very embarrassing.
Go over to my apartment.
They're all
just
exact
dicks.
replicas of my dick, and everyone knew what it looked like, which is very strange. Not normal. Okay?
Jesus Christ.
So have I swayed your opinions at all?
I still think there's money to be made there, and he's making lots of money.
Listen,
And he should be making more.
do not get me wrong. If this Spider-Man came zipping into this room, comes zipping into the room, he does. And, he's on that wall over there and he's like, guys, you should really I'll do sponsorship. I'll you sell a code, you go to spiderman.com/EIK. They get a free broken spine on me. I'm Spider-Man, bye. He's
He
actually a lot more.
crashes back through the window.
That's why he doesn't talk much, is because he's got the thing over his
he
mouth.
talks all the time.
He doesn't talk. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's like his thing. He does the quips.
Yeah. Deadpool
That's
does quick.
kind of his thing. He's always talking.
Excuse me,
He
I'm
might
sorry.
have already advertised for you, actually. You wouldn't even know it. It's just a stream of consciousness. Might have just been going, swinging around, telling people to go by, to eat some Tide Pods, do other bad things, pick up his webs. Also, listen to EIK. You don't know that.
That's true. I guess that's right. Maybe I judged him too harshly based on the thoughts and opinions of one man that I heard on the internet that confirmed everything I was already, thinking about.
Yeah.
I mean, did I sway your guys' opinion at all? Did I web pill you?
Web pill?
Yeah.
It'd be a raid pill, right?
Raid pill. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
'cause,
trying to how do you kill a spider? Gun?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, build a wall around the spider, obviously. Right?
Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
Yep.
Build that sled wall.
I'll keep him out.
Down with the Spider-Man. That's what I say. Any final words on Spider-Man? We're wrapping it up, okay?
Miles Morales should have been in the MCU.
I don't. You say this like his secret identity. It's just crazy that you say that.
He should have been.
Okay.
I'm
Also-
sure he will be eventually.
He should be.
Isn't he already with the Spider-Verse movie?
No, that's Sony. That's not MCU.
The Donald Glover actually plays Miles Morales' uncle in
Yep.
in that. So
Yep.
they're
He's like
planting
technically
seeds that he's
yeah.
gonna come into it.
He's gonna come into it.
Eugene Cordero plays Miles Morales in the Spider-Man game.
Oh, now you know who Miles Morales is?
Topic. Number. Two. Sorry, guys. I had to get out of there before you realized that was a bit. I like Spider-Man. He's a good guy. He's great. Miles Morales, real cutie. Real young boy. Okay. Jason, please take over before I say young boy again.
Young boy. Cool. So my topic for this week, this one's close to my own heart. It's on time zones and how fucking weird they are,
Oh.
and daylight savings time and my feelings towards it. You can try to guess what they are. I'll tell you what they are later.
Bet you feel the same way about them how I feel about Spider-Man.
So
Destroying the youth.
Just a little back myself. I work for a company that does crop insurance for farmers in Africa, and most of my team is based over there. Now, the problem with living in New York and working with a team in Africa, specifically in Kenya and East Africa, is when I start my day at 9 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern time is equivalent to 5 p.m. East Africa time. Now, the EST and the EAT look very similar. They're very different time zones. So I have almost no time to actually work with my coworkers, or I have to wake up early, not a morning person. They have to work late and they want to have lives. It's problematic. So I wanted to look into where these time zones came from, how we got to this stupid point where we're at right now. So originally, each town would set their own time.
Right. Yeah. Time wasn't steady. Like there was no time wasn't steady. There was no GMT, no mean time.
No, time was completely relative, as the hippies say. So the town clockmaker would just set all the clocks in the town to noon whenever the sun was highest. And I want to be clear, this wasn't that long ago. This was like mid 1800s. Each town had its own time. So you could be hanging out in Schenectady, be like, oh yeah, no, it's 7:50 right now. Go over to Troy, be like, oh no, it's 8:15. It's just it's tough to coordinate those things. So this really got confusing once they created railroads, because each stop on the railroad was based on a different local time. So let's say you're on the train at New York. In New York, it's like, I don't know, it's 6 o'clock, and it takes, it would normally take a half hour to get over to Philadelphia. But Philadelphia is on a completely different time zone. So when you get there, it's actually like, I don't know, an hour later.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make another stop, which is actually like 5 minutes away, but that stops in a different time zone. So suddenly you've hit another hour. So it was just super confusing, and no one knew what time it was anywhere.
So and everyone was happy back
then. We had to bring in a Canadian for this. So we brought in this Canadian, Sir Sandford Fleming, who I know it doesn't sound like a Canadian name. It sounds like some kind of British fucking royalty name.
Yeah, made up name, fake guy.
Fake guy, fake name. So this Canadian here was like, all right, U.S., I got you. I'm going to create these time zones. So they decided to create 24 time zones that are 15 degrees apart. I'm going to assume that your viewers know that we're in a sphere. So we have latitude and longitude.
We don't like to push our beliefs. Yeah, we don't like to push our beliefs on our followers. Okay, we let them make their own decisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. For the people who are flat earthers, I guess you don't have time zones. I don't know if you still need to have time.
And they're
zones. I'm not
happier
sure how that
for it.
works.
No, the sun is like a spotlight, and it follows the star of the show across the stage, which is Father Time, and then Mother Nature and him do a dance.
Time zones are fake.
That sounds
just
right.
like Australia.
So for the non-flat earthers, the traditionalists, they're every 15 degrees around the Earth, you get a 1 hour time zone.
Right.
And so they did this in 1884, and they chose Greenwich, England, as the middle. I don't know why. Probably because you had a Canadian who had the name of a Brit. Probably was just like, you know what, we're going to put it in England because that's where I'm really from. And screw you, U.S. So the U.S. was, they were like, all right, I guess we'll adopt it. But it was really by state. So it took 30 years from them creating it before the U.S. made it official after World War I finished.
Okay.
During which time, my guess is people in different states were just like, okay, so, how's the war going? What time is it over in France? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what time it is over one town. So finally in 1918, they were like, all right, we're gonna have this. And along with coming up with this time zones, they also came up with daylight savings time. Now, daylight savings time was instituted during World War I to save energy for war production. Because apparently, if you shift around the time, you can get later hours of daylight between April and October. And then between World War I and II, you can do whatever you want. You want to have daylight savings time, do it. If you don't do it.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that part about it.
Yeah, so this was, again, a situation where some states had daylight savings times, others didn't. So you couldn't depend on, you didn't have like an east-west divide. You'd have, for example, you might have, I don't know the exact states, but let's say New York had daylight savings time, Pennsylvania did not. You'd have a 1 hour time difference, even though
they're just below each other. Yeah,
exactly.
Isn't there still a state that doesn't recognize daylight savings time?
There's Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona does not do
Land of the
daylight savings
free.
time. And I actually used to work with people in Arizona, and so half the year we'd have a 3-hour time difference. Half the year we'd have a 4-hour time difference. And I had to like remember during the weeks when it switched because our calendars wouldn't update. So for about a week period, I just didn't know when our meetings were supposed to be.
Yep.
Just show up an hour early always.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, "Yo, guys, when we having this meeting?" They're like, "We're at lunch right now. What the fuck are you talking about?"
Dude, we're eating
oh, cool.
lunch in Arizona, okay?
It's really fucking hot down here.
It's hot.
Really fucking hot.
Hot, but not in a fun way.
No, you don't.
But it's
wanna
that
go
dry
there.
heat.
I actually had a friend who lived there, and at one point during the summer, it got so hot that his tires melted onto the asphalt.
It's
They actually have services there to remove your tires from melted asphalt. It happens that often.
Dude, fuck that
So you
shit.
had to
yep.
call up the asphalt guy. Hey, we got to get new tires. Got to pull them off.
Car melted.
Yep.
Oops, car melted
You know,
again.
people bitch about like the winters in New York and upstate New York. My car's never melted.
You know, that
Not
sounds
even
like
once.
the worst excuse for being late for work ever. My tires melted.
Yeah.
Car, road are one. They are now one.
It looks like a Banksy.
It's a statement on society. He meant to shred it, but it didn't fully shred.
Yeah.
The car was supposed to shred into the road.
So Jason, what's your opinion? I'm
So,
assuming you're
yeah.
you're not a fan of time zones. Am I getting that?
I'm not a fan of time zones. I understand why they exist. I'm especially not a fan of daylight savings time. I'm gonna tell you why, Chris.
Why is that?
Because I wake up one day normally, and when I'm waking up, the sun is coming up, and I get to spend my day looking at the sun. And then suddenly we switch out of daylight savings, and I feel like there's no sun. They've somehow shifted it to this time where we had sun, and now we no longer have sun. Why don't they just leave it in the one where we had sun the whole time? I fucks up my sleep. I don't even know what I'm doing for the whole fucking week after that.
Yeah. I'm
right
right
mad about it.
I'm right there with you, man. Like after daylight savings time, I'm not good for like a week or two.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, it takes me so long to adjust.
Yeah.
It's like a great jumpstart to your seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah, it really gets that anxiety going real
Hey,
quick.
you know how this would just happen gradually as the winter sets in?
Yeah.
You probably maybe
Get
get used to it
a little bit.
No, dude, we're going to give you the fucking full dose right off the bat. Here it comes, darkness.
Well, I wouldn't expect millennials to be able to handle something like that.
I know,
you
we're just
fucking
not
snowflakes.
We're not tough. We haven't
Not tough enough,
we
you
haven't
know?
been
Our
fighting a war
parents,
for the
they used to
last.
have daylight savings time, and they took it, they took it like a man. They took it in stride.
Yeah.
Us,
Yep. With undiagnosed mental illness and stuff like that, just push that away.
Push it away. Don't seek treatment. You're better or worse.
And the thing that pisses me off the most about fucking daylight savings time is they have all these research coming out that no one even knows if it actually saves any energy.
It probably fucking does because it was developed in the 1800s.
Right.
Like, I personally think just get rid of fucking all of it, and we just have regular time all the time.
And you're just like, usually in New York, I get up at 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
You know what? Actually, while we're on the fucking chopping block, while this is a fucking new rule, Bill Maher time, no
Okay.
more AM and PM, okay?
And also, there's no God.
Don't forget about that. No, AM and PM is for idiots. You just
Well, here's the thing, Andy. Otherwise, you're gonna have to do more math. You
don't have to do
You're gonna have to think about. You're gonna have to count past 12.
I can't do that.
It's true.
No.
You do have to count past 12. That is the extent
I
of the
will-
math.
I will get my fucking placard. My signs do not take away my AM PM.
But what I'm trying to say is you don't even need AM PM because if you count past 12, you'll know that 13 o'clock is later in the day than 14 o'clock,
Yeah, but what's fucking 20 o'clock? I don't fucking know.
8 o'clock.
Is it?
Yep, 8
It
p.m.
is, yeah.
You just minus 12 from it. It's super easy.
But what's 1 o'clock in the morning? 1 o'clock.
1. Same thing.
Huh. I can get behind this.
Once you
You
get
thought you had
past,
a trick question there, Chris, but it was not.
oh yeah, you're so smart. What's 2:30 a.m.?
Oh, it's 2:30 p.m., motherfucker.
14:30.
Oh, look at me. I can fucking do simple math.
No, I actually forced myself to learn it because I figured, with my prepper self that our father is telling me one day it's all going to be military time.
Well, all the stuff, like the stuff I work on, all the time stabs for the shit that I work on for the office, it's all in military time, and I still fucking have no idea. Like, I look at it.
It's just
I
an
work with it
abstract concept to you.
Yeah, I work with it every day of the fucking week, and I'm like, yeah, fucking 14. That's probably
Tomorrow.
6
I don't
o'clock
fucking
in the
know, man.
morning. I'm not quite sure.
I wouldn't want to just switch over to 24-hour time, but I would take a trade. I would trade losing daylight savings time for getting on 24-hour time. I'd make that sacrifice.
I could do
Hey,
that.
everything
Get to know what fucking time it was.
everything over 12, just subtract 12 from it.
No, I got that before.
We
I got
understand
that.
the theory,
Yeah,
Brendan. It's just that Chris won't
Pretty
do
sure
it.
that's a
He
very simple
won't.
way to
I'm
do
set
it.
in my fucking ways, dude. I'm 30 years old, man.
Just
I've been doing it. I've been doing it for the last 30. I'm not gonna change.
Just
I'm not gonna
making sure
change.
you know.
I'm not gonna
Very
change.
simple.
So, like,
Build the wall.
around the time. Stop time. That's what I'm campaigning for.
Yes.
2020. See clearly. Stop time. Okay. So generally you're negotiating with time zones on a daily basis at your job.
That's just.
I am. I actually have 4 clocks on the wall at my office.
Fuck
I got to deal with New York time, Amsterdam time, Ghana time, and Kenya time.
When I was still on customer
So
support,
I
just trying not
actually
to
know
deal
all
with the
these
Midwest.
time zones in my
enough
head
to-
and can convert between them at any point in time, which is just another.
Okay, what time is
stupid
it in
trick
Kenya?
that
Go.
I picked up.
Kenya time. Go.
Yeah, what time is it, Kenya?
So in Kenya is 8 hours ahead, so that would be like 4 a.m. Is that right? Yeah, 4 a.m.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
Well, what about in military time? What is it in military time?
That would be 0400, sir.
Oh,
Correct.
hell yeah.
Correct.
At ease, Corporal.
Outstanding.
All right. Say it is 14 o'clock in Amsterdam. What time is it in Ghana? Go.
12.
Time.
We're not
time.
going to check
12.
on this.
Did it. Perfect.
Outstanding.
100 points. Go. Time king. That's okay. This is a solution to your problem. Become a time lord. Go back in time. Build a time machine. No big deal.
Yep.
Go back in time. Kill your
The fun is there.
grandparents
Right?
or your parents, as long as they've already. Wait.
Do I
you gotta
kill
kill
both
them.
my grandparents, or do I kill my grandpa, sleep with my grandma, create a time vortex?
You know what? Put a save point before you go back in time.
Yeah.
Do all that.
Quick
figure
save.
it out. Quick.
F whatever it is.
Quick save it real quick, and then jump back. I say kill at least half of your grandparents.
Yeah.
Right. That would probably eradicate you.
Well,
Yeah.
You could probably go back a
Think
little bit
so.
farther, find like a racist one or something like that, and take care of
Make
them.
it easier on yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, they're from other unit. Well, it depends on how you feel about time travel. All right, this is getting way too complicated. Like anything with time travel does. When you time travel, are you time traveling to the same universe or a parallel universe? Because in that case, kill away. These people don't matter. There's plenty of them. It's like Ong Bak's the one.
But you're not going to gain anything from it, though.
Well, if you kill your, if you kill,
No, so if we're talking multi-universes now,
Uh-huh.
let's talk about Jet Li the One.
that's what I'm saying. You kill your grandparents, you make your grandma stronger.
I
But it's
smell
the
a
same universe, and you
franchise.
couldn't actually change time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd
Oh, yeah.
you'd be doing whatever you'd already done in time.
Yeah, you just be fucking up somebody else's universe.
We got to jump around parallel universes and just kill ourselves.
Okay.
And
Single universe.
okay,
Kill your grandma. She's dead for real. Your regular grandma does not get stronger. She just dies
Yep.
at a younger age. Kill. See, the thing is, the further back in generations
Yeah.
you go, the less you care about people, but exponentially more people you have to kill to eradicate your bloodline.
Oh wow.
Because it's probably harder to kill your parents than it is to kill your grandparents. You own them longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right though, because if you kill someone all the way back, doesn't that shut off the entire timeline? Like you'd still your bloodline
Yeah,
would
so-
exist,
yeah,
but you
so
wouldn't
you-
be able to exist.
You can go back to like
Just kill Christopher Columbus.
just kill Christopher Columbus
Okay.
or Genghis Khan. We're probably related to him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you gotta be
But
pretty
then-
strong
but
though,
then-
dude. You gotta be pretty strong. Go
But-
get
oh, no,
Genghis.
There's another little wrinkle we're not considering.
A Wrinkle in Time, the movie.
Wrinkle in Time, the movie, but we've created more than one Time Lord.
Oh shit! Yeah, because
there's all
everybody
their
beyond
fucking
you.
relatives.
Oh, okay.
So your entire family now becomes a Time Lord.
which could be cool.
Really though?
I mean, can you trust your sister with Time Lord powers, Jason?
Well, here's the thing. If everyone's a Time Lord, then the powers aren't that extraordinary, right? I feel like if everyone has them, that's just like normal. Everyone just manipulates time. It's not a big deal, right?
But it would
That's
just
how society works.
But if you kill your bloodline, it's just gonna be your bloodline. So it'd be your pop, your mom, your mom, your dad, your sister, your pop, and your me mom. That's two sides of grandparents there.
Gotcha.
If you couldn't
Obviously,
tell.
Yeah, those are the standard names.
Yeah. Pop, mom, me mom, pop mom.
I think I'd go back and make Lucky a Time Lord.
Our dog?
Yeah.
Do you think you could really trust her with that power?
I don't know, but
All the deli meat in the universe would be eaten by her if she could travel through time. She would eat the primordial deli pig, and it would be over.
Yeah, she probably
Do you
would.
think it would taste good?
Yeah.
I feel like,
Oh,
I
it
feel like it
have
hasn't
to.
really developed yet, you know?
Well, no,
And
it
also,
would-
it
it would-
doesn't have that much fat on it. I
Wait,
mean,
it
it would just
would-
be a lean piece of meat.
It
right?
would probably taste like everything and nothing at the same time.
Are we talking about eating a pig made of deli slices?
No, I think
Well,
like
the
the first
primordial
pig.
pig.
The first pig.
Oh, first pig.
The first pig.
First pig. Gotta be careful not to kill the early evolutions of people, though, because then all the people become Time Lords.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
a
we
good
got
point.
we got a real wacky situation going on there.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, if you're a Time Lord and I'm a Time Lord, then who's flying the plane? A lot of hijinks could ensue, but
We're all about hijinks.
I love hijinks. I love to spice it up in my daily life. Like I miss the bus and I'm late for work, and then I decide to, just hitch a ride with a cabbie, and the cabbie turns out to be a Time Lord, and he shows me his penis. It's weird, but it's different. It's not the same.
Guys, I feel like there's definitely a scam here. If we can become the Time Lords, there's
Oh, it's the scam.
there's some good heists we could pull.
Oh my God, dude! Steal the
Heist?
Declaration of
Yeah.
Independence right after, while the ink's not even dry yet. Take it. Oh, sorry, Nicolas Cage. I took your movie from you. No more national secret. The national secret is I have the Declaration of Independence, and now I'm king of America, because that's how it works. That's why they have to keep it in the monuments, because if one man possesses it, he becomes king. Right?
Really?
Absolutely.
I'm just listen. Now we've opened time travel. Things are getting crazy. Okay, don't do it in the new Avengers movie. Don't you dare.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch of time travel in that.
Time travel is it never makes a movie better.
It literally makes movies worse every single time.
Okay, so we're scamming on them.
I do like.
One specific scam, because the scams are unlimited. We have to pick one.
Okay.
What's your heart's desire, Jason? It's your topic. What do you want, bro?
My heart's desire. I think I gotta kill Nicolas Cage and be in all of his movies.
Yes,
I think
become
it's
a
the only
Coppola.
way.
But you're not a thespian.
He's got
Well,
time to
in
practice.
this universe, I would be.
Yeah.
I'd go back far enough to take some lessons.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, like
You should go back to Shakespeare and you're trained with Shakespeare.
There'd be a montage. Me training with Shakespeare.
Hey Willie, how's this sound? I'm
That's
going method with it.
I
I'm gonna actually
like-
kill myself at the end of this.
I actually I like this movie. So you discover time travel and decide that you want to become Nicolas Cage, but you got to be as good of an actor as Nicolas Cage. So you have to travel back through time and train with all of like the
The Nicolas Cages of their day.
yeah, exactly.
So Shakespeare was the first Nicolas Cage. After that, Wilkes Booth.
Sure.
Pre-Lincoln shooting.
Yep. When he was still an actor.
Charlie Chaplin.
There we go.
Definitely Charlie
Big
Chaplin,
time jumps happening here.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people that I know, not well cultured.
El Duce.
El Duce, Mussolini was
Mussolini.
Was it an actor?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Mussolini, yeah.
Okay.
All the fascists, really. I think there's a lot of charisma there.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Public speaking.
Yeah, you want to get some of that behind you.
Yeah.
I was just thinking when you said Charlie Chaplin, I thought Hitler because it looks kind of like Hitler.
Oh,
and
right.
he did-
Yeah,
he
the great
did- he did
dictator.
Great
And then
Dictator. And
back
so-
it up. I see your logic.
Yep.
Doesn't work
Yeah,
for the
I mean,
premise.
Humphrey Bogart, right? He was a guy.
there you go.
That's
There
Humphrey
you go.
Bogart. Teach him how to not smoke.
Your dad will write in next week and let us know if Humphrey Bogart was a guy.
Pretty sure he will. And that could have been made of smoke. Who knows?
He was made of smoking gin.
Made of smoking gin in a small pistol.
A very tiny pistol.
But
Okay.
yeah, no, I get to Nicolas Cage time, and I find a young Nicolas Cage. He's he's preparing for his first role, and boom, I just stab him in the back.
Yeah,
Hide
murder.
the body.
Well,
Not
you eat,
very
no,
well.
you eat
That'll
them.
come back. That'll
No,
come back later. But
no,
I hide
no,
the body
you-
not
you-
very well.
You eat them. You eat them.
The next,
You eat him.
40, 50
eat him.
years. I don't know how long has Nicolas Cage been an actor. For a long time. I'll be an actor.
Yep.
And I'm going to win all the awards that he would have won. And then one day, one day the grandkid that would have been Nicolas Cage's grandkid will be in the backyard playing ball. Suddenly they'll be digging up. The dog will come through.
Oh
Dig
yeah.
something up. It's going to be Nicolas Cage. And you know what? He wasn't even dead the whole time.
Just in
Time
cryo
vortex.
freeze.
Time
Oh
vortex.
shit.
He's been there.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Give him
Waiting
the
to
give him the Magneto treatment. Put him in.
Did you shoot
in a
him with a
case.
sleepy gun?
No, he should shoot him with a time.
Well, it's time.
ray.
It's time travel.
A time bullet.
So he's just in there like for like a decade.
He's just saying A, B, C, D, E,
Yeah,
F, G,
no, for a really
H,
long
I,
time.
J,
Well, really
K.
slowly, though, in the Nicolas Cage kind of way.
Yeah.
And we have an epic battle. And you know what? I'm not going to tell you who wins. You're going to have to go see it in theaters one day.
Honestly though, if this was a real movie, it would fucking sell tickets.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Just I mean, like, think about Nicolas Cage and Mandy. That movie was just him being fucking crazy
Yeah,
and
dude.
people throwing blood on him and stuff.
I gotta watch that.
Absolutely.
I still gotta watch
I think
that.
I would probably I wouldn't even be in this movie. It would actually just be Nicolas Cage playing all the roles in the movie.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, unless you actually in real life go back in time, become a Time Lord, and then do all the thespian training.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not allowed to.
It seems too real, though. That doesn't seem enough of a scam.
Yeah. Yeah, that is just learning to be an actor and then pushing Nicolas Cage out of roles. Which, you could do that. I believe in you.
Oh, thank you.
And then somewhere along the way, just kill that Francis Bacon guy that made up time zones, so we can get done with this.
I really think Francis Bacon is actually the primordial pig, right?
That's true.
So you gotta eat 'em.
Mama,
Take a bite out of the deli, boy.
You gotta eat the deli boy.
All right. Now that we've solved time zones,
Yep.
we'll move around.
And
now.
entertainment.
Yeah, we solved movies taken care of. Don't worry about it no more. And time zones never happened. We're moving on now to topic number 3.
All right, folks. I am topic 3 today. I want to talk about some stuff because we had a little meeting yesterday.
Meeting.
A little
Oh yes,
meeting
about a secret project.
about a project we're going to work on. And in the throes of that meeting, I created my first D&D character.
Yeah, get ready, D&D heads. Like every other podcast that gets mildly going, they do a D&D.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it.
So that got my little brain working. And I know Jason, you're big on tabletop games.
Sure.
I thought I got a little more. Thought you would have been a little more enthusiastic, but okay.
Listen, he's playing his cards close to the chest. Tabletop game cards.
Tabletop game, okay. So I want to talk about tabletop games, gaming in general, and then I have a little exercise at the end
Okay.
for us to kind of play around with. So first off, my real only exposure to gaming outside of like a video game is when a bar decides to put out like that old ass Jenga set, and you can play Jenga at a bar.
Yeah.
So you guys ever played bar games at bars? Any particular games you like to play at bars? Games you don't think that should be played at bars? Personally, I only play Jenga.
You only play Jenga, like giant Jenga or normal Jenga?
I think giant Jenga, Jenga,
Jenga.
Jenga
Unchained.
Jenga Unchained. Giant Jenga is a liability.
They can bonk you on the head.
I've gotten bonked on the head.
Yeah.
I just think there's no reason to fuck with the original.
It's true. It ain't broke, don't fix it.
But I have played Jenga at bars. I saw one that was kind of unique. It was at a dive bar. And people had written things underneath all the Jenga pieces.
Okay.
So when you picked one up, you had to like do a task. So some of them were kind of awkward. It was like kiss the person sitting across from you, which depending on what situation you're in. I was in this bar with family members. I chose not to do that. It was, but I can see how the creators of this game might have intended it in different situations.
Bunch of frat bros sounds like to me trying to steal kisses.
Frat bros.
Yeah. They're like, oh, this piece of wood said I gotta do it, so I'm sorry, sweetheart. Pucker up. Was there one Jenga piece that said steal the Declaration of Independence?
There should have been.
If there wasn't,
Definitely should have been. I should have written that one in.
If there wasn't, perhaps that was the one that Nicolas Cage got. And that's why he went on such a national treasure adventure. in theaters.
That was how
this
it
fall.
started, right? He was just playing Jenga in a bar.
Oh yeah, no, he was doing a documentary about like how he goes through his day,
Yeah.
and then it just fucking they were
Yeah,
ready.
he plays Jenga every day.
He plays one round of Jenga. He takes a single piece at the bar. Someday it says "kiss a toddler," and then the other one it said "steal the Declaration of Independence," and he's a man of his word.
Yep.
So he's done
He's
it.
binded to that piece. So outside like bar games, like I'm like kind of like the low impact stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's just play Jenga or fucking checkers or chess or some shit like that. Not that chess is low impact, I don't think, right?
You do have to learn the rules.
Yeah, you have to know the rules
It's
for that.
mainstream. It's a normie board game.
Yep. I want to know about some of the unnormy board games.
Some of these real industry elite.
The niche games, like I don't know. There's like one called like Secret Hitler I saw.
Oh no, I was just gonna pull up Secret Hitler. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I just
But
got
see,
Secret Hitler.
Andy, I think you played Resistance with me
Yes.
way back in the day, right?
That's a similar game to Resistance.
It's
right?
almost
Yeah.
exactly the same
Yeah.
game. So these are all, to the viewers out there who don't know, if you've ever played Mafia, they're what is it, wolf in sheep's
Yeah.
clothing.
Yep.
Basically, you have some members who are like
Bad
working
guys.
against, who
Yeah.
know who each other are and are
Mhm.
essentially the enemies.
Yes.
And then the rest of the group is trying to figure out who they are and sort of crush them.
Yes.
Uh,
So like in Resistance, it's spies versus good
the
spies.
Resistance?
Good.
Spies versus Resistance?
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, and then in Secret Hitler, it's just the rise of the Third Reich.
Yeah.
It's the fascists and the liberals.
Yep.
I just played it like a week or two ago. I was playing my cards a little close to the chest, Chris. I maybe play some games.
Another game that I have played with Jason that I enjoyed quite a bit was I think you said it earlier, Tumble, which is similar to Jenga.
Wait, is that the one that's got all the fucking weird shapes and they grab shit and they fall over?
No.
No, it's like reverse Jenga.
It's like reverse Jenga.
Yeah,
you,
you
have,
got to build shit.
you have to build it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got weird shapes.
No, they're just regular Jenga pieces.
Oh, okay.
Your shapes. It's all the same block.
All right, fucking. Sorry.
You came to the dog's den. You better know how to take a poop.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking for. That made no fucking sense.
No, it did. I said it with authority. You come into the dragon's lair, you better know how fire tastes, bro.
So what's
And Andy Tumps, he knows.
Yeah, I know what's Tumps up.
what's like the most like ridiculous like niche like asinine almost game that you guys have seen or heard of?
Boss Monster's pretty niche, I would say. It's where you play as the monster from a dungeon crawler game, but it's all card based basically.
Okay.
And you try to build up your dungeon to attract adventurers.
I'm thinking more like Exploding Kittens, whatever the fuck that game is called. I have no idea how it works. It just sounds fucking weird.
It's like an apples to apples type
Is
game,
it
right?
really? That's
Isn't
it?
That game's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Fucking excuse me.
Oh yeah, we have another board game connoisseur
Aficionado.
here, which is Brendan. What up?
I own every game we've talked about so far.
You got that Dark Souls game though too.
I have the Dark Souls board game too. Yeah, I think Mansions of Madness is a pretty like hardcore game that only people that play a lot of board games really like.
Like what's the
It's like the Lovecraft D&D, right?
It's like it's a Lovecraft,
Okay.
or not Lovecraft. It's like a Lovecraft style game. There's also like Eldritch Horror and Arkham Horror from the same company.
Okay.
But it's like if you own all of the boxes, it's like 90,000 pieces.
Oh my
And
god.
it takes like an hour to
insane.
set up. And then I've played a game that took 6 hours before.
Like minimum 6 hours. Like you have to.
That's how long the longest one we ever played took about 6 hours.
That's nuts.
Well, all I gotta say is these don't sound niche enough to me. I'm setting up a bet.
I see this. I see what's happening.
So I want to develop a game with your
So
help, Jason.
It's not a traditional board game, but I will say Bop It was a pretty weird game to play.
I
If
fucking
you ever,
love Bop
back
It.
in the day, I would watch people. I did it sometimes myself, but it was doing it myself doesn't seem so weird. When I see a person trying to do the Bop It, twist it, and it's not as much fun as you think on the commercials.
was that a
It ends
sample?
up just being like a very weird situation.
Wait, Jason, I can't see your face right now. Can you play that Bop It again?
Bop It.
Whoa. Actually, like I'm joking. I'm having a good time on this podcast with my friends, but that was a good Bop It impression.
One game
Oh, thank you.
I'd like to mention real quick, just because we talked about Jenga, is there's a tabletop RPG called Dread,
Okay.
and it's
Is it Judge Dredd?
No.
Okay.
It's a horror-themed tabletop RPG like D&D. But instead of rolling dice, it's a Jenga tower, and it's horror-themed.
Okay.
And so it's supposed to... And if you knock the tower over, you die.
Yeah,
Your
that
character
makes
dies
sense.
in the story. And it's probably the coolest tabletop RPG, because that perfectly mirrors the feeling of a horror movie. And that's why I don't play Jenga, because it's stressful as shit.
So,
one thing I would say before we get into the
Yeah.
game, I'm sorry, Chris.
oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I want to
It's your
say
topic.
that. Oh, yes. I would say that I think that Jason, all the games that I played with you, the tabletop games are like party starter type games.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that you're the kind of tabletop gamer guy who would, like, I don't think that you're dig in on a game for 4 hours kind of tabletop games. I think you're like, let's play this with
No,
like
I'm not,
6 or 7
I'm not like
people.
a Settlers kind of guy or like a D&D. I like things that are drunk resistant. Like you, I mean, they're not drunk proof. If you're too drunk, you can't play them. But if you're a little tipsy, you can still play them.
We
Yeah.
play D&D drunk all the time.
Well, I plan to be lit when we play.
Sweet.
When we play for the show. So all right, I got a game. I don't have any rules. I have nothing. I have a title though. I have the name of
That
the
is
game.
the best way to make something.
I have the name of the game. It's called EIK Pyramids or Magic.
Yes. I feel a scheme coming.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it's gonna probably have multiple like additions.
Okay, yeah, you
At-
gotta
at
have
least-
expansion packs.
Like it's gonna have at least 10 to 20, and to even get started, you gotta buy at least 4 of them, and they only sell them. So I don't have the actual rules or the
You know how
concept.
you're gonna squeeze money out of people.
Well,
Yeah.
you know how to do it. You need the cards, like they did with Pokemon, and you'd
There
have
you
like
go.
the rare ones, but
Yep.
it took so long to actually get them in the pack. You need to have the card packs.
So
Everyone's buying all the cards.
I'm thinking pyramids are
Right.
magic. Like the idea is that you get pieces, but you kind of rent them, but you're
Okay.
kind of an owner too. So
So like a multi-level marketing scheme.
well, yeah. So we're at the top of the pyramid.
Right. So, how about this? It's a massively multiplayer board game.
Okay. Oh, I like it.
We're the creators. There's
Yep.
4 of us at this table. There
Yep.
are 4 pyramids within the game.
Yep.
You can visit each pyramid to get to pay homage to one of the creators. You have a Brendan pyramid, you have a Andy pyramid, you have a Chris pyramid, you have a Jason pyramid. Okay? Each one of us sits at the top, and then we dictate to our underlings
Yep.
how to play the game.
This
Okay?
quickly evolved from a pyramid scheme into a cult.
Pyramids are magic, baby.
They're
My pyramid's cult pyramid. What's your pyramid?
it's better
Some
cult
might say that
pyramid.
cults are the most effective scams.
Yeah, that's
So,
like, hey, just take a look at Nexium. That was a cult pyramid scheme.
Yep, and they did great for a while.
They did pretty good for a while there.
Also,
Albany's
if we're
on.
a cult, we're a religion, so we're tax free. So extra
Well,
scamming.
yeah, well, that's
There we
that's
fucking
the
go.
ultimate
Bingo,
goal, isn't it?
fucking bango. No money, no government taking anything out of my pocket. Pay for this Spider-Man.
So what's your game going to be in your silo, Jason?
So each one of us controls one pyramid, and so we control a game mechanic within
Yeah,
the game.
Yep.
I gotcha.
And it's completely up to
Oh,
you.
absolutely. So my thing is really you need to level up your character
Okay.
using these card packs that only I sell through Associated Realtors.
Yep.
So I think I got Walmart on board already.
Sweet.
And the thing is, most of the cards are actually pretty useless. They're going to level you up like 0.00001%.
Well, that's got to be like the economy packs.
Right.
You got to sell the premium ones because those come with a monthly subscription too. You always got to be thinking about the monthly subscription.
And they're changing too. So after the first season or the first year
Oh,
of
yeah.
it, all the first set of cards become useless.
You're completely fucking
Starts
useless.
all over.
Oh yeah,
So,
I mean you're not
and
gonna use it.
How long are these seasons? I'm thinking like a day or two.
I was going to give them a week because I need people to actually go out. And
Gotta get the
spend enough
distribution.
money.
Okay.
How about this? Make the cards out of cheese. built-in obsolescence into it.
Yeah.
They actually just dissolve over time.
Mm-hmm. They get moldy. You can't play with them anymore, dude. They'll make you sick.
So
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going for. Yeah, it's just gonna be collecting all these cards. They all dissolve on you, and but it's okay because if you're able to get underlings to buy the cards on your behalf,
You get a cut.
you can actually
No,
can
they'll
level
get
up
cut.
from their cards too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you get
level-
a percentage of their experience points.
exactly.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's still a pyramid.
Yeah.
Pyramids of magic.
Pyramids
No,
are
I'll
magic.
tell you.
Andy, what about you?
Okay, so like, I like to roll a dice.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but I always find that everybody's got dice in their house, and all these dice, they got certain numbers. Most people got D6. For those who aren't in the know, that's 6-sided dice. That's a regular ass dice. Some people, if you're playing D&D, you've got a 20, you've got an 8, you got a 4. None of that bullshit, okay? D34, okay? An impossible shape to make into a dice. Only I know how it will roll, okay? And they're special dice. Once again, you got to go to a specialty store. But this specialty store is behind a barrier, okay? And
It's a paywall.
think of it more as customs, like a border, a sovereign state within your town, the Andy Dice dealership. You walk in, you have to strip completely naked. I can't have anybody smuggling dice out.
I got bad news for you.
Oh no, there's a 34-sided dice. God damn you. All right. 37. Not possible. Not possible. Odd number. To keep them all equal, you can't do it. Only me. I know the secret.
You're the most equal.
The secret is there's only 34 on there. I get rid of the stupid numbers like 12, 17. Who gives a shit about 17? Anyway, you go into the dice dealership. You have to strip completely naked. You're given a loincloth, okay? Then you have to run through the dealership while people throw spears at you. I don't know why. It's fun for me. I'll also offer, this is where the pyramid's going to come in. Once you've made it through the gauntlet, you join the spear brigade, and you throw, the spears aren't lethal. They'll just hurt you real bad. Really bad. And then once you get the dice, you go and you roll it a couple times. And that's my game.
And if you don't get 37, you lose and give me $20.
Exactly. If you don't get 37, you got to go back through and get another pair of dice because the dice is actually weighted. And if the mechanism doesn't land on 37, explodes. No more dice. Can't play my game no more.
You said it was a 34-sided dice, so I don't think they can get 37, right?
The 37 does appear on the 34.
Oh, okay.
I just took out 3 of them that don't matter, like 12 and 17. And
26.
26.
Yeah.
Fuck 26. Who needs it? All right. That's my game. It's mostly about getting spears thrown at you. The important thing, it's a real life active game. It gets you up and off the couch, millennial.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So my game, my idea, it's a little bit more active than you guys. Maybe
I'm sorry, do you have to fight for your life?
Well, mine's more skill based.
Okay.
I want people developing real skills.
Okay.
So
Oh, I don't. I just want their money.
well, see, this is the thing. It's a flat monthly fee, and you come to my pyramid,
Come to,
Right.
to the pyramid.
the pyramid that I reside inside of, and it's like $60 a month, and you level up through different tasks. So every day you wake up in the pyramid and you get your scroll with your like your quests for the day. The quest might be wash Chris's car.
Oh, I
could,
see.
It could be do Chris's dishes. Go
Mine Bitcoin for Chris.
mine Bitcoin. Go to the grocery store and get some chicken, but you have to pay for it. It's all worked into the cost.
Right.
That I don't pay anything.
So, could you perhaps... Now, this sounds like a great deal.
Yeah.
But tell me more.
Oh, I'll tell you more. After you complete those tasks, you get to unlock other tasks.
Oh, the high level ones.
Yeah, the high level ones. That's like, go to work for me.
Produce a product that I can then sell.
Yeah.
Sell a product that someone else has produced for me.
And then you can get underlings. Well, I don't want to call them underlings.
No.
Teammates.
Teammates.
You're the leader of the team, and you can then divvy out your quests if you get too many for that day.
I love it.
Now are they not the underlings, but the underling types? Are they also paying a subscription fee?
Oh, fucking
And how
everybody's
much
paying
of
this.
that do you
Okay,
get?
first, make it something fucking straight right off the gate here,
Nobody.
guys. To walk into Chris's Palace, Pyramids are Magic.
Pyramids are magic.
Actually, no. To get onto the EIK Pyramids are Magic campus
Yes. In your
okay?
town.
in your town, you're gonna probably have to take out a small loan.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got to wet our beaks too.
Yeah, we gotta
So
live.
you think that this game just makes itself? You think
Yeah.
these cards sell themselves?
Yeah, and well, and if you can't afford it, there's financing options. We don't have them, but just I don't know, fucking
Go
call.
over to Brendan's pyramid.
yeah.
Brendan, what's your pyramid got? What's your play mechanic that's going to suck our people dry?
Oh, that's a tough one. Slots?
Just slots.
This is a regular casino.
Yeah, it's just literally just a casino. I'm just not going to make any. I'm just gonna pretend. I'm just going to have slots.
Well, here's the question: how do you deal with payouts?
They don't get paid.
Yeah, you just don't make the payouts.
Yeah, you have to pay real money to get tokens, but the tokens only last for a couple of days.
Oh, it's like an app
Yeah.
slot machine
yeah,
game.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's a pachinko machine. That's what it is.
And the tokens have no monetary value, but you have to buy them with actual money.
I mean, if you want to come in and play, you gotta. I mean, you gonna break my balls over this? You gonna fucking buy some tokens?
Nobody's walking into our sovereign nation for free. There's lots of fees that come along with it too, probably.
Oh, sure. I mean, you got stocking
customs?
fees, customs.
Customs.
When you come into Andy's pyramid, sorry, I'm gonna have to store your clothes for you. You're gonna have to pay me to store the clothes. You have to pay rent on that loincloth because we got to wash them after they touch your dingus.
Well, so that'll be one of the things. If you come to my place, you can be one of the guys storing the stuff in Andy's thing. But the pay that Andy gives you goes to me, but that goes back to Andy.
Right. Yeah. Well, see,
all cyclical.
I pay you in fun money. Chris
Yep.
refinances that fun money, turns it into Chris fun money, and then it's good. You can also bring it over to Jason's pyramid. You spend it over there if you want to.
Absolutely. I'll take that for cards.
Yeah.
The cards are absolutely useless in any other pyramids, but because they're going to dissolve by the time you leave mine.
Oh,
But
if you
they can try.
bring one of those fucking cheesy cards into my pyramid,
2 spears.
They just won't make it.
you're gonna be eating them, and chewing them, eating them for real.
Sounds like a good time, guys.
I mean, pyramids are fucking magic.
They are magic.
You want to experience true magic in this world, you better pay. All right? I've had enough of this. Tired of fucking around with you people. You wasted enough of my time. Give me some money.
oh shit. All right, I think we should wrap it up here, guys. I gotta pee real bad.
Too many giggles. Drank a whole Nalgene, didn't you?
Oh, that's it. My pyramid's the only one with the bathroom.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
People got to piss on your pyramid. They got to come to mine and pay.
They piss on my fucking pyramid.
It's Sumerial execution.
Yeah, it's not.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
on the spot.
we can't kill them. They're bringing in the money.
We'll compress them. Compress them into a spear.
Yeah, my pyramid's just all customers only bathrooms.
And you only accept cash.
Cash only. We don't pay taxes because
yeah.
we're a cult.
Yeah,
so
We're called. Yeah.
yeah, we gotta have somebody to handle this.
If you don't have money for your kids, just call up Capital One. They'll probably give you a credit card. They gave me one. So
Hey, call up Bank of America. They'll open a account for you. You probably have a couple there you don't even know about.
Bathrooms and payday lenders. That's what my
holy shit! Just payday lending.
If you
Oh my
have
God.
an annuity and you need cash
cash
now,
now.
go to Brendan's Pyramid. You can also pee there.
Oh shit.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening, folks. If you're still listening, we appreciate you. Patrons, we appreciate you. Jason, thanks for coming on, man. Do you have anything to plug?
Do I have anything to plug? Go football. It's football season. Go football. This is for Eric. Go football. I have nothing to plug for myself, so it's a stop for Eric.
Fucking, was it yesterday or was it on Saturday? We were talking about something about football, and you just kept being like, "Oh yeah, you know about football, your sports stuff, boy." I was like, "Oh yeah, that was a safety." And I was wrong too.
You're just like calling out around like you fucking know shit about football.
Total safety there. Yeah,
I'll admit I know nothing about football, but Eric really likes it. So
he
I
makes
like
it
hanging out with
fun.
him.
He makes it a
Good
lot of
football.
fun.
Jose does too sometimes.
Yeah, I just like to see the joy on their faces. You know.
All right, folks. Thanks again, Jason. Thanks for listening. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/everyone I know. Thanks again, and be nice to each other, right?
Be nice. And visit the pyramids. Because pyramids are magic. Because pyramids are magic. Because pyramids